If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing episode number 22 of I Build Your Team series, where I build my viewers' teams to the best teams possible for My Team Unlimited or whatever they might be playing. Just help y'all build the best squads you possibly can. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. First team today comes in from a Dunit 97. So he's grinding Dom for McAdoo, only has about 7,000 MT. 7k MT is not much, not a lot you can do with that. Your SAR is unsellable, which is the same. It doesn't look like anything in your lineup is sellable, which makes me think that you might be opening MT packs. If you're opening MT packs, please stop. Please, it's a bad idea. With that being said, you can, once you get McAdoo, you can start McAdoo at the 4, Kareem at the 5, and then off the bench, I personally, out of all the unsellable options you have, would probably run SAR and D-Rob. So it'd be McAdoo, Kareem, SAR, D-Rob as your starting 4 and 5, and your bench 4 and 5, which I am cool with. Point guards should be Magic and Reeves, and try your best to like make progress towards B-Roy, because if you're using your double XP coins and domination, you can get through level 40 really pretty quickly. And I think once you get there, you'll be able to run Magic and Reeves as your point guards and B-Roy and King as your shooting guards. And then your 1s, your 2s, your 4s, and your 5s are solved. Now, Wilkins and Morrison and X-Man as your small forward options, I don't love. I think pick one of those three, Wilkins, Morrison, and X-Man, whoever you prefer the most, and have them be one of your small forwards. The problem is that other small forward position, I don't really think there's the guy right now. You don't have enough MT anyway to really make a big change. Now, if you do grind through domination and get McAdoo and you sell all that other stuff, you're probably gonna have like 150,000 MT, which at that point would give you a lot more flexibility to try to pursue upgrading your small forward position. But I think for the time being, a good filler option, just as another guy to give you a good option, would be like Diamond Jeff Green. You could always just run X-Man and Morrison for the time being until you make more MT. But the most important thing with a team like this is that it's really important to make sure you're not blowing your MT. Make your MT last, save it, don't spend it on just junk. Like, don't spend it on packs. You're not going to get good stuff. Honestly, you could just run Bilal Koulibaly at small forward. That's probably what I would do. Realistically, sell a few like shoes and just filler extra stuff that you have sitting in your collection. Sell the filler stuff, shoes, jerseys, whatever. Go get Pink Diamond Bilal Koulibaly, run him at small forward for now, or run him at shooting guard for now until you get B-Roy. Once you get him, run him at small forward with one of those other three between Dominique, Morrison, and X-Man. And that would probably be the best bet for your small forward position for right now. Second team is Dmac. He's got 570,000 MT, has unsellable Jaime, Stefan Castle, and Drew Holiday end of the bench. Starting lineup and bench is fine. I mean, I like having Castle to provide you another option who's got more size. Vince looks like he's sellable, means he needs to be sold. No, never mind. You're a Vince fan, aren't you? Oh, he's got his logo's literally Vince. Okay, never mind. I otherwise would say to sell Vince Carter, but if you are a Vince Carter fan, then keep the card, have fun with him. At that point, your small forwards and shooting guards are probably fine. Point guards being Robertson, Wade, and Castle. That's an area I'd like to upgrade. Realistically, the guy that I think is going to be the best upgrade in terms of like cost and upgrade overall is going to be, there are two options. Number one, you get the Pro Pass, which I think is a totally fine option and a good option. Like if you get the Pro Pass, I have no issues with that whatsoever. Reeves is going to be your best point guard automatically, and it'll help you get to Brandon Roy easier and stuff. And B-Roy would be a nice upgrade for your shooting guard position at some point. If you don't want to spend the money and get the Pro Pass, then get Cade Cunningham instead, Galaxy Opal. I think he's worth paying 150,000 MT or so for. Would be your best point guard. I think would be a pretty impact guy. Power forward position. Evan Mobley looks like he is original owner, not unsellable. I would sell Evan Mobley. I would put him up for whatever he's going for and just sell him and move on. Either get Opal Vucevic, Opal Vlade. If you want, honestly, what I would do, I'd get Vlade at the 5, run Vlade and D-Rob as your 5s, and run Duncan and Sar as your 4s. That's what I would do. You also have the option of pursuing a Pink Diamond Porzingis, Opal Vucevic, Opal Jaren Jackson Jr. A few other options there for your 4s and your 5s that I would also consider, but somehow you got to get a point guard, either Reeves or Cade, and then you got to get a power forward or center, replacing Evan Mobley, and that's going to be one of Vlade, Vucevic, Jaren, or I forget who the last guy I even said was. KP, that's what it was, Pink Diamond. Or you could go grab domination for McAdoo if you want to save more MT and level up. That's another option. This dude, next up he's a Zhou Qi, is number one Zhou Qi fan. He is at 2.1 million MT, and he's clearly a Rockets fan. Rockets logo, 4 Rockets players on his team, and Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, Hakeem, and Şengün. With that being said, I do think you can still be a Rockets fan and sell that Hakeem. Number one, you have 2.1 mil. So if you really want Hakeem at this point in the year, I know he's expensive. Just go buy his Dark Matter. I know he's expensive. He's a great card who's got real elite longevity. I would not be mad at going and using your MT when you have this much to get the Dark Matter Hakeem. Otherwise, if you're not going to do that, there are other centers you could pick up. Again, Vlade's a really good value option. Adding Pink Diamond Wemby to this team would probably be the biggest upgrade you could use as well. And that would cost a pretty similar amount of MT to buying Dark Matter Hakeem. So I would probably, me personally, I'd probably get Wemby or Hakeem. With the amount of MT you have, that's going to be the biggest upgrade. Otherwise, I'm fine with keeping Jalen Green. I'm fine with keeping Amen Thompson. I'm fine with keeping Şengün as your backup power forward. Although I would say you probably want a tall point guard at the end of your bench, even if it's Pink Diamond Stephon Castle, somebody with some size and defense that you can substitute in late in the game if you need him. Because I don't think D-Wade and Jalen Green are the 2 guys you want in that role at the end of the game potentially. But yeah, honestly, good squad. I like the Rockets fan support as well with multiple players from your favorite team in the lineup, but I would look to upgrade that center position at this point with either Dark Matter Hakeem or Pink Diamond Wembanyama. Next up is Leluka. He's got 300,000 MT, needs a new backup small forward, and 6 games away from Bob. He's going to sell Yi potentially. I would agree with selling Yi. Start Bob at the 4, AD off the bench. You're chilling. I would love to get a backup, a better 5 on this team. Again, probably Vlade Divac is my choice to upgrade over Dirk. If you want to keep Dirk, totally fine with that. Next up, shooting guard position is solid. Point guard position, I don't love, but it's solid. I would still get Pink Diamond Stephon Castle to put in your last 3 so that you have that defensive point guard again, because neither Reeves or SGA are that guy. So I think that'd be worth the 20k MT it's going to cost to get Castle. And then again, center, and then backup small forward. Honestly, I think like the honest truth is with this team, you're probably relatively-ish close to B-Roy. I would kind of just hold out until you get B-Roy, because then you could have B-Roy and J-Rich as your shooting guards and Braun and Paul George as your small forwards. I don't see why that's not totally fine. I wouldn't spend hundreds of thousands of T to get a card. Maybe you go get Pink Diamond Michael Beasley if you like to dribble and if you're a confident shot creator and scorer. I think Beasley would be a good option as well, because he's gotten a lot less expensive. He's only going for a little bit over 150k now versus 300,000+ MT. I think he's a pretty good deal. So you could also consider him if you do want a small forward. Second to last team today comes in from Omar. He says team's pretty discombobulated, but he's got a big Braun and he's already got 1.7 mil as well. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So he's got like 4 million MT. Congratulations to you for your 4 million MT. Let's work on upgrading the squad with that type of MT. First of all, Magic Johnson and Cade Cunningham. That's fine. Shooting guard position, I would have Dr. J and J Rich. So that's fine though. Dr. J and J Rich is what I do. Small forward position. I'd go get a soup to Beasley, and I'd run Beasley and Kawhi, and take Tatum out of the lineup. Power forward position, Giannis is a beast. I would get Jaren over Elton Brand. I think he's worth a couple 100,000 MT, and then have Giannis and Jaren as your power forwards. And center position, I would sell KP and get Wemby. Whether you get the Opal or the Pink Diamond is up to you. It depends how much you want to spend. But the 10-man lineup at that point would be Magic, Dr. J, Beasley, Giannis, and Wemby. Pink Diamond or Opal. Off the bench, you'd have Cade, J. Rich, Kawhi, Jaren Jackson Jr., and David Robinson. I love that lineup. Really don't see any real flaws with that type of team at this point. And that is basically my thoughts on your squad. So with that being said, that is going to do it for, oh no, there's not. I'm sorry. There's one more team. Last team comes in from Ace. He's got 800,000 MT. You got Magic, Penny, Franz, Ron Artest, Giannis, Carmelo, AD, Carl, Jaren, and Hakeem. I played this dude earlier this year. He's a good player. This isn't a great team though. I know I keep saying it. Hakeem should be replaced with Vlade probably. He gives you more size. Maybe Pink Diamond KP. You don't really have a giant. So either Vlade or KP would be an upgrade at center for sure. Don't think, I mean, that's not going to cost you a lot because you can sell Hakeem to do it. Shooting guard, the honest biggest upgrade you can make with 800k MT. The fact that the Dr. J is going for less than 300,000 MT at this point, that's the guy to get. To be totally honest, that is the guy to get, is a Dr. J, because I just think for his price point, he is such a good value at this point, such an elite card. That's where my mind personally goes anyway. And then you have Magic, Dr. J, Giannis, AD, and maybe Jaren or maybe Vlade or KP, whatever. And then off the bench, you got Penny, Franz, Carmelo. I might sell and replace with Beasley. I'll say that. I'd probably do that too. Penny, Franz, Beasley, Karl Malone, and one of those other centers. I don't know. I think that to me would be the perfect way to finish out this squad. Overall, very good team though. So with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.